Hello! It's Andy again from the Egocast channel, and I've been looking through the back burner and the front burner, and there's a lot of videos that are stacking up. A lot of them are just outdated, so I got rid of those. But some of them are quick, and I just kind of wanted to do a whole bunch of quick stuff today. It's Sunday. I don't like working on Sunday just because I don't like working on Sunday. There's no real religious anything to it. It's just I think I should be able to have a fucking day off a week. So I picked Sunday because that's usually when I go to my parents and do my laundry. But I'm not doing that today because I don't have enough laundry to go wash. So I figured, fuck it. I'll make a video with you guys. It'll help me clean up some of the back burner, front burner stuff. And so we're going to do 4 quick videos. We are still looking at boobs this week, so here we go!
Los Angeles is currently undergoing a playground battle after one city council member has,
Did Johnny push Susie down in the mud? Oh my God!
Proposed a law that would ban single individuals without children from attending local playground.
Oh shit, I was way off. God damn.
Now, these are playgrounds that are paid with taxpayer money, of course. They're public playgrounds. But the concern here is that there's a lot of shady behavior happening with individuals who are not at these playgrounds with children, and so maybe they should be banned from the area.
Is that a ridiculous point of view? Really? She laughed at that. What are you doing at a playground if you don't have children? What possible purpose could you have to be there?
Yeah, but maybe they don't go with a child, but by the time they leave, they have a child.
That's a good point. I wonder if they've considered that. Now, Mitch O'Farrell, a city councilman, suggested the ban last month as a way to protect children from, quote, creepy behavior. He cited drug dealing and other disturbing behavior in or near playgrounds. Now, the law would bar adults unaccompanied by children from entering the playgrounds. Okay, the council is due to debate this proposal in coming weeks.
Look, I joke. I understand that obviously there's kidnappings and worries about inappropriate behavior, talking to the kids or doing something weird with the kids. Obviously that's important, but that's not, doesn't make it open and shut that everybody who doesn't have a kid should be banned from playgrounds, definitely.
What purpose do you have to be in a child's playground if you do not have a child?
So I think that, first of all, a lot of people are upset about this proposal. It has not been voted on yet. As I mentioned, they are going to debate it in coming weeks, and we'll see how it goes. But the reason why I bring this up is because it's not unique to Los Angeles. There are other cities throughout the United States that have proposed similar ideas. Some cities have already enacted similar ideas.
But you're just bitching about this now because it's happening in LA. So it's not a problem with what's happening. It's a problem with the fact that it's happening where you live. I imagine where you live, whatever. Why the fuck else are you talking about it, right?
And so there are problems with it, especially when you consider that there are tons of adults who are not pedophiles, they're not drug dealers, they're not perverts.
I'm glad you recognize that there are tons of adults that aren't pedophiles or perverts. And you know what they do with their free time? They don't spend it in fucking parks.
And so you might ask, okay, well then why would they want to be near a playground? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
There you go.
Young at heart.
Well, here's something that I didn't consider. So first of all, the park that I go to has a playground, and the area that I usually take Charlie to so he can play and I can work out is right next to the playground. Like, I'm very close to it, and so under this type of law,
My playground's the same.
I would be in trouble.
Really? Would you be in trouble? You're accompanied by a child. So you're working out over here, kids over there. If somebody comes up to you and says, why are you near the park? You can say, because I have a child over there playing in the park. And I'm over here working out because I want to fucking watch him play in the park. How are you in trouble? You asshole.
There's
Right?
like those workout machines or whatever that are right next to it. They're not fenced off in a different area. They're part of the same
That's
area.
true. That's true. And also,
Kids aren't using those machines.
I didn't even consider this. A lot of adults who have like back issues actually go to the playground because it has like monkey bars where you can stretch and you can like do whatever to stretch out your back.
All right. You see this thing right here? This is a chin-up bar. This part goes on the door frame, and then these little parts rest up against the door frame on the other side. This part rests against it. And then you grab here, or you grab here, or wherever on it. You grab here. There's all sorts of places you grab on it that you can fucking sit and stretch out your back. I have one of these because I have back problems. And I don't want to go to a fucking park with children to sit and stretch out my fucking back on the goddamn monkey bars. Because I'm a fucking adult, and that's creepy shit. So I paid the $20 and bought a fucking chin-up bar. What is wrong with people?
And I don't have that problem yet, and so I didn't even consider that perspective. But there are a lot of adults that are like, what the hell? I don't go there to do anything shady. I'm just going there. Let's say I want to eat my lunch nearby.
There's nowhere else you could possibly eat your lunch.
Or I want to use the monkey bars, whatever it is. Why am I being considered a potential threat to these kids when I've done nothing wrong?
Because if you're there by yourself and you have no children and you're sitting watching children play, it's just too possible that you're there for some nefarious purpose. It's not that we assume you're there for a nefarious purpose. It's just, what are you doing there? Why are you here? What is your purpose? Why are you so interested in watching other people's children? These are fucking creepy issues.
I apologize for smiling. I'm just so proud of us for Slippery Slope there. Whee. Anyway, yeah.
That guy is a fucking moron. What is his purpose for being there? He's making jokes about people kidnapping kids. I mean, alright. I'm all about making jokes about any subject. I don't care. But if you're gonna make a rape joke, that shit better be funny. There better be something about it that's gonna make me laugh. Otherwise, it's just a bad joke. And if you're making bad rape jokes, you're just a shitty person. If you're making bad kidnapping kid jokes, why? Make a good joke about it. Like, but further, I mean, I don't have kids. I did have a child for 2 years, and it didn't work out, so I gave it back. No, I lived with a girl that had a kid for 2 years. So, I mean, I lived with her through 6 to 8. And I used to take her to the McDonald's Playland for dinner, like once or twice a week, because I had her and I had to babysit because my girlfriend was at class, so she was there late. And I'm like, what am I going to do with this kid? So I'd take her to the Playland at McDonald's. And I would sit there and read a book, and she would go and play. And every time there were other adults in that playground, they had children. If they didn't have children, I would be looking at them weird. Like, why are you here? What is your purpose? What is your point? Why are you watching my kid play? That's weird. I don't care if the answer is, oh, I just love children so much. Like, if you're going to do that, you better be like 80. You better be visibly very old. I don't think visibly very old people are going to get a whole lot of shit from this, because they probably miss their kids and they just want to relive what it was like to have children again. And I'm fine with that, whatever. But if you're going to the children's park to eat your lunch, why? It's just weird to me. Moving on to the next boob.
Let's rewind to the top of the video as a fellow passenger rolled on the incident. You can see a commotion at the back of the plane. We're told the woman was refusing to comply with boarding and baggage check procedures. There are unconfirmed reports from fellow passengers that she blew past check-in and boarded unlawfully. Officers were called when the woman refused to get up from her seat.
So this bitch decided that she was going to blow past security, run in there, complain about baggage check or whatever the fuck it is, and then when she was asked, hey lady, you're making a commotion, will you please just board the plane, get out of the plane, because everybody else needs to go places and you're being an asshole. What did she do? She said, well, if you're gonna take me off this plane, you're gonna have to drag me. And she actually made them drag her off the plane. What is wrong with people these days?
This next story may have the father of our country turning in his grave like cotton candy in a machine. The College Fix reporting that history majors at George Washington University are no longer required to take classes in U.S. history. It's a new policy the university says will help students keep pace with a, quote, globalizing world. This is terrifying.
That is terrifying. You don't need to take history classes anymore to major in history. I hope that doesn't go to the medical profession. If you no longer have to take, like, gross anatomy to be a surgeon. What? It's surreal to me. Like, these events happening, they're so odd. If you would have told me 10 years ago that this kind of shit was going to be going on, I'd have smacked you in the face. Like, I don't know how I would have reacted. I'd have probably laughed my ass off and said that shit is impossible. There will never be a time where history majors don't need to take history classes to I just don't get it anymore.
Let's start with a new lawsuit against SoulCycle, which raises the question, how hard is too hard at the gym? A woman here in New York is suing, claiming she had to go to the hospital after a strenuous first-time workout. Legal analyst Ariva Martin joining us this morning. Ariva, good morning. What can you tell us about this suit?
Basically, it's a personal injury lawsuit. This woman is claiming that on her very first time of going to SoulCycle, which is this high-intensity indoor cycling class, that she suffered very serious injuries.
Did she fall off the bike? It's a stationary bike. She didn't get hit by a car. What could have possibly happened?
She's claiming the instructor knew it was her first time, but despite that, he increased the intensity on her bike. She became ill, had to be hospitalized for 1 week.
It feels like I'm missing something in this so far. Does it feel like to you like you're missing a point that would be like a major point that you'd have thought they'd have brought up at this part in the fucking thing? Like, it just feels like something's missing.
And now she's claiming permanent muscular injuries, and she's seeking personal injury damages.
So she says that she was permanently injured, Ariva. Does she have a case, or is this just a case of people need to know their own limits and when to dial it back?
Yeah, it seems like something was missing in that little news broadcast there. Where was the gun? Where was it where they said that the guy put the fucking gun to her head and forced her to do the exercises with the bike up at that intensity? If I went to a class and it was my first time and the instructor came over and he was like, first time? And I said, yeah, and cranked up my intensity, he would walk away, and before he was back to his bike, I would have that fucking intensity cranked back down myself. Like, didn't sound like they tied her to the bike. Didn't sound like they put a gun in her mouth and said, pedal, bitch. Where is it SoulCycle's fault? How retarded do people have to be before we start euthanizing them? I think that's really the question that I'm going to be asking all week. How stupid do people have to be before we just go, look, you are dumbing down the gene pool to the point where we can't have you anymore? Like, I don't get it, man. This utter lack of self-reflection, self-awareness. It's so weird. Like, I don't even know what to say to these things. I hope this isn't a shitty video. I hope you guys are enjoying this somewhat, because I don't know what to say to this. Like, maybe my mind is just so rooted in logic and realism that I can't fathom how any of this sort of thing gets not only attention on the news, but attention from other people at all. If one of my friends came up to me and said, oh, I'm in the hospital because I got hurt because I went to a spin class, I'd be like, wow, what happened? Did you fall off the bike? And if they were like, no, it's just really hard, I'd be like, you're a fucking idiot. Who's hospitalized for a week for his spin class? What kind of a condition was she in? How stupid do you have to be to just work yourself into the hospital that way? And then to sue them. I'm suing you because I overdid it. Well, that isn't their fault. And if this bitch wins this case, I will lose all hope for humanity in the future. Because that, oh my God. So, I hope you enjoyed our new look at boobs today. We had 2 sets for you. Like, it just seems like the more every day, it's just things get crazier and crazier, and people just come up with these sillier and sillier ideas for I don't even know what. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. Check out my Patreon and give me money. And until next time, have a good day and bye-bye.